Join us tonight as we review
Baja Blasted.
They're Bob and Phil, and they are the Mountain Duo.
I'm Phil.
I'm Bob.
And we are
the Mountain Duo. Let's go!
Let's go. We have a special guest tonight. Please welcome Baja Boss Kyle.
He's right there in the middle. And I got to point both directions because for some reason,
not sure which way it'll end up.
Everything gets switched around when we're in the editing process, and we have not figured out how to tell what's going on. So he's right there in between us. Kyle, thank you for joining us on this.
Thank you for having me. Happy
to
be here.
Yes, super cool. It's not a Mountain Dew, but it's a Mountain Dew Baja themed review. And we are filming this about 4 months late because Bob, me, totally botched the whole purchasing of the Baja Blasted the first round. I went into the place. Kyle, Baja Boss Kyle, posted a deal. Is there any of my friends around this area? And that place is literally 5 miles from my office. And I was like, yeah, I can go by. And I go by. I was like, all right, perfect. And they had plenty of stock. They said, yeah, we got a lot. So don't worry. And then I was supposed to go at the end of the week and I forgot. So I went the next week and the guy goes, oh yeah, we got some in the back. And he goes in the back and he came back out and was like, dude, someone must have bought it all yesterday because I was here yesterday morning. We had a bunch in there and now there's none. And I was like, oh, shoot. And so then because and this is where we got to lean on Kyle, but it's Turning Point Beer, which is like a craft beer spot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you call it? What do you call it? A brewery?
Craft brewery, yeah.
Yeah, craft brewery. And so they only make X number of, it's not like year-long runs of this. It's like a special release. But thankfully, other folks showed up enough and were asking for it again and again and again that they made another run. And that's where we are today, where we finally have it. And we are ready to review this bad boy.
That's right. It does say lemon lime and blue raspberry sour ale. So it is a beer.
An ale.
Said that. Yes.
So it's alcoholic. So 21 plus if you want to have this.
That's
not
right.
for kids.
Not for children. And
it is, you mentioned Turning Point Beer in Bedford, Texas.
Yes. Which is in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So
yes. Do we want to get into the review or do we want to find out a little bit more about Kyle? What do we want to do first?
Let's just do a quick review of Kyle, what he does, what he's doing. Let's show off your shirt. And yeah, look at that. That is Hot Topic special Baja Blast. I'm going to be trying to check it out.
Make sure if you're not following Baja Boss Kyle, you head over and follow on Instagram, mostly a little bit on Twitter, but it's at Baja Boss Kyle.
Yeah.
Try to keep you updated on all the Baja Boss news.
All Baja, all the time. Anything that's Baja, whether it's the Baja Pie coming out at Taco Bell or the previously just released, maybe still available in your area, Taco Bell Baja Blast Gelato. Run out there and get it while supplies last. You can find everything and anything that you want to know about Baja Blast on his Instagram and Twitter. So give him a good follow.
How did you become the Baja Boss? What's the story behind that?
So it was probably, I guess, like 3 summers ago when they were doing one of those Baja Blast promotions. I started winning a ton of prizes, and people on my regular Instagram were getting a little annoyed with it. And I was like, well, I'll make one just for, all this Baja stuff I win. And it snowballed from there. I kept winning, and I'd acquire other items over the years. And
nice.
So what items did you get? I I can see one that Phil got this summer on the 20th anniversary. Did you win any items this summer?
This summer, with the help of my wife, I won the limited time flavor shirt and shorts, the yellow set.
Nice.
Debuted that at the beach this year as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Yellow's not normally my color, but I think I pulled it off pretty well.
I saw that on your Instagram, actually. Those were those looked pretty good, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought you'd think maybe I'd have more yellow in my wardrobe being in Steelers country, but no such luck.
All right.
Well, I'll throw out a little promo too here for the Baja Boss merch. Certified, which is at your I guess in your profile there's a link on Instagram.
Yeah, I have a link tree on my Instagram that'll take you to it. I have a small Redbubble shop set up.
Okay. We'll try to post it pin it in the description, the comments, maybe. Is that how you do that?
Yeah, we'll pin it in the comments.
So we'll put it in the comments so you can get links to Baja Boss's stuff and easy to find it and get you some merch, y'all. Come on now.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are we ready?
Let's get into the review. We can still ask some more questions as we go. But
stuff will come up as we're going.
Hey, I'm thirsty. I don't know about you guys.
I know. And this is cold, so I want to make sure to get it before it starts warming up.
Well, especially with sour ales, you got to drink them cold. You don't want them warm.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well,
do you have to shake it like you're doing?
Don't shake it. You want to roll it. Because of the high fruit content. Sour ales, you just want to do a light roll so that all that fruit that settled at the bottom gets mixed in.
Okay. We are learning something here.
While we're rolling, let's take a look at the packaging and design, which is our first category. We rate from 1 to 6, and we have 6 categories, so a total of 36 possible points.
Store cold, drink fresh.
Store cold, drink fresh. There's some information about Turning Point. I don't know if I have that up right. There we go.
Yeah, Turning Point. I'll put their stuff out there.
It's got their Twitter and their Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm. We can probably put that in our deal too if we can remember. So, like Phil we were promoting this on our last video and getting excited to do this with you. And he was like, it's a beer? I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, well, it's brewed with Baja Blast. I was like, He's like, it's made with the same ingredients. I was like, I don't know what it is. But it is lemon, lime, and blue raspberry. And Baja Blast is due with a blast of natural and artificial tropical lime flavor. So fairly close with the lemon lime. And then the blue raspberry, I guess just a little. So you're saying there's actual lemon in here, actual lime, and some blue raspberry? Blue raspberry is artificial, right?
I can't attest to their brewing process firsthand, but
well, we're shaking, we're turning it so it mixes it up. So hopefully,
there's no ingredients on the can, so I don't, other than what it says: lemon, lime, and blue raspberry sour ale.
Really?
Craft breweries don't usually give out their recipes or ingredients.
Probably a good idea. I assumed that it was brewed with Baja Blast because there's a brewery here in the Denver area that makes a seasonal beer that's made from the blueberry cereal.
Yeah, you can put just about anything in beer.
Cereal people get kind of mad because all of the stores in Denver, as soon as the blueberry cereal comes out, they go around and they buy it all up. So then nobody else gets any.
Really?
Well, maybe that's why we got another run of this Baja Blasted so quickly with it on stores year round this year.
They seem to think that it's a very popular flavor that they have. And I asked, are you guys going to be making more? And they say, yeah, it seems to be really popular. We'll probably be making it.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, right. So you're our expert on this. We talked about with the hard Mountain Dews, they are 0 sugar. And you said you can pretty much put anything in there. And there's a blueberry beer, ale, whatever, that there's got to be sugars if they use that cereal, right? Because that's sugar.
For sure.
Is there some kind of something that goes funky with alcohol and sugars? Is that why Mountain Dew went with 0 sugar instead of like actual Mountain Dew for the hard?
I don't have an answer to that one. I enjoy the beer. I don't know how to make it, unfortunately. But maybe I might have to start experimenting. I found a guy on Instagram who he made Baja Blast mead using the actual soda. He fermented it and
mead?
Mead, like honey wine. If you're not familiar, it's not
at all.
Mead is usually made with honey and the sugar ferments into alcohol. Again, don't quote me. I'm no expert, but
right. So then they should be using Mountain Dew.
Well, then maybe
put some real Mountain Dew hard Dews, man. People drink them way more. I think. I feel like
I would agree with you. I would definitely drink sugar included hard Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's nice that they have the 0 sugar so that the 0 sugar people can feel included too.
Yeah,
that's fine.
All right. Rating for packaging and design. It's a little bit different because it's not a Mountain Dew. So it doesn't have the Mountain Dew logo on there. But
it does have their attempted at a wave, 2 of them.
I
don't know if you can see the Baja wave down below and then their wave on this side and one on that side.
Little hint at the wave. They've got good colors there.
Yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of the older cans from the first couple runs.
Yep. Yeah. And so they went with a more traditional Mountain Dew green on the Baja as opposed to the teal green that Mountain Dew Baja Blast has. But, pretty close on the color there, right?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
So 1 to 6, what are y'all going to give it?
Let's give it a 4.
I also gave it a 4.
And to round it out with an even straight 4, now I would have, compared to the other Mountain Dews, these cans are way more fun.
Yeah.
So I tried not to hold it against that. But I do see, like we talked about, the comparisons, how they kind of matched the Mountain Dew. And so therefore it got on the plus side of my scale with a 4.
Right. It's tough to hint at it without copyright infringements and stuff like that. So
yeah, you don't want PepsiCo knocking on your door with a subpoena.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't do that, Pepsi.
PepsiCo, do not look at our logo.
Yeah. and send that guy his jet by now. Come on, what's going on here?
All right. Our next category is the appearance of the drink. So I have the Mountain Dew chalice here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some into there.
All right. So Baja, is it better to drink out of a can or is it best to pour it into?
For our intents and purposes, we got to pour it into a glass so we can see the color. But I'm a can guy. I've always been a can guy. Even in my regular Baja Blast, fountain's a no-go. I can't do the plastic. It's got to be a can. Keeps it colder. Tastes better.
Hashtag cans only. Let's go.
The taste is so much more consistent.
It is.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a look at the color. Ooh.
Oh, dang. That's what's up. It looks like it pours pretty good.
It does.
Or Baja Boss is just way better than you because he got way more, it looks like.
I got a bigger glass.
I did it partially in the chalice, and then I want to do some out of the can as well, just to get both flavors there. So it looks just like Baja Blast as it was going in. Now that it's kind of all in there, it looks a little darker green.
Yep.
Definitely a little darker.
But still fun.
Very fun looking drink.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the light behind it, it shows up nicely.
You guys got a little better lighting than I do, but
actually your light behind is a lot better than ours because we've got so much light coming from in front of us that we can't.
In front of us.
Yeah.
All right. Scores for appearance of the drink. I got my
I'm going to
score.
say 5.
I also said a 5.
5. Let's go.
it looks refreshing. It's a fun color. Yeah.
And is it what was Deep Dive? What color was that?
That was pretty close to normal Baja Blast.
I think so.
For some reason, I'm trying to think it was darker, but maybe not.
I don't know. I got one last can left in my fridge.
No, we're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that. All right. No. But we appreciate the offer, but no, that is a very special drink.
That is a special drink.
That needs to be saved for a very special time.
It needs a nationwide release because I miss it.
Yes, it does.
For sure.
And so do all the other flavors.
Our next category is the taste and smell. So we should usually start by giving it a smell.
Yep.
You can smell that blue raspberry for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get mine open.
There you go.
Oh, it sprayed all over my my scoring sheet here.
I do smell the beer to it.
I smell a very strong smell of the ale. But there is some fruitiness there.
I do smell some fruitiness, and I think it kind of smells
go ahead.
Like a Baja Blast. I kind of get the Baja Blast smell to it, I think.
It's close. It's got that citrus.
Yeah, it does. Is that's not blue raspberry though that I'm smelling. What is that?
Could be the artificial flavor.
Oh, open your mouth while you smell. I'm almost getting a cinnamon smell for some reason. Something's wrong with my nose tonight.
Maybe.
Maybe that's the beer mixing with that blue raspberry. All right, let's give it a slam. Let's give it a drink. Cheers. Oh.
It's very sweet.
It's very sour.
I do
feel that in the back of your jaw.
Yeah.
I feel it in my cheeks. That bite.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. So there is a circus that goes on in your mouth when you drink this.
It's a lot.
There is a lot of beer, right? I mean, first, because I'm probably smelling it. So that's like the first sensation. But then the fruitiness. I'm going to have to try to drink another one, see if I can get some lemon lime out of there. But then when you swallow, that's when the sours just smack me like a 16-pound hammer on the tongue. Wham!
It's definitely more sour than the soda itself.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It reminds me more of a candy, though, than I think than a soda. It's got that real like I just had like a lollipop or like a Jolly Rancher.
Does it taste appley? Well, I'm way off on everything. Cinnamon, apple flavoring
I kind of am getting a little bit of apple too. But
fermented apple. That's what's in here. We've cracked the code.
Okay.
Sometimes in the past when I've tasted like some light beers and stuff, I taste apple as well. So maybe that's because I don't drink beer often. Or very much at all. Maybe my taste buds are like, oh, that's similar to the apple or something.
I have a feeling your taste buds are going to be dyed turquoise after this one.
All right. While we're thinking about what this tastes like, I have a question. I got to know what did it feel like to open up Instagram one day and see this?
That was something else. Finally get a shout out from the big dogs themselves. Because this was something I just started doing for fun. I mean, I've loved the soda ever since it came out, and now they're like, "Hey, we see you."
Yeah.
It's a cool
I
feeling.
thought that was pretty awesome that they called you out. Somewhere Baja Boss Kyle was dripping in Baja Blast merch. I thought that was pretty cool. I saw that and I was just like, what?
It felt good. They were very kind. They reached out and they're like, hey, is it cool if we tag you in a post? And I was like, of course it is.
That's awesome.
That is super cool. Yeah.
That was a
Did
good
they tell
feeling.
you what the post was going to be? Or
Yeah,
like,
they sent me.
This dude's a
screenshot.
fool. Dang it! That's not.
No surprises. They let me read it, and I got like the final go ahead. Like,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dang,
that's pretty cool.
Heck yeah. And they don't give. They don't give shout outs freely over there.
No.
Well, they got a new dude mascot now. The Mountain Dude.
Man.
Yeah, the Mountain Dude. I've been seeing him in those posts.
Yeah, you should have tried out for it, actually.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of stole my look. Long-haired, bearded guy.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it. I told them they should get a flavor mascot for every flavor. Because you got Voodoo Grim with the with the voodoo that they do every year.
That's true.
I told them they should do a calendar shoot. Bring back John Cena. I don't know if you remember. He was in that commercial when they released Major Melon.
Oh, yeah. I do kind of remember that.
I don't remember that. I don't.
Oh, come on. That was a Super Bowl commercial.
Were the Chiefs playing in it?
I don't think that year. Nah.
I'm getting the burps here already.
That happens with beer, I think.
Is that beer or is there a lot of carbonation in this thing? I didn't get to pour it like y'all did, where it's that carbonation kind of.
I'd say it's lightly carbonated. I don't think it's not. I've definitely had. The soda's definitely more carbonated, I think.
Yeah.
You can see the bubbles are just about gone.
Yeah. It does look good. Dang.
We ready to rate that taste and smell?
I'm going to tell you what. The more I drink it, that first drink was like shocked me. I think more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm drinking it now. Maybe I like beer.
I like sours because they don't taste like beer.
Because I don't really. I'm getting just like apple flavor. I don't know. Are you? No, I'm just taking little sips. I'm not taking a big slam of it. So.
No, they're meant to be enjoyed, not chugged.
But I don't feel that it's that bad of a drink. Could be that I'm already drunk.
One of us. One of us. We accept you. One of us.
I don't think it's that bad, Phil.
Well, then you better put your score down. I'm about to score it too. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I think you better go first this time, Bob, so we don't think you're copying.
So I don't copy it? Yeah. All right. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to give it a 4. It's on the positive side for me. The very first one, it would have been like a 2. But now that I'm drinking it, like it's just fruity, appley. I got to find that lemon lime in there, though. But I gave it a 4.
I also gave it a 4. Which I don't really drink beer. I've had a handful of them, but this is by far my favorite beer.
For sure. Definitely.
Best beer I've ever had.
It's also, well, I don't know. I was going to say it's probably the most expensive one that I've ever had. But it was $24 plus tax for a 4-pack of these suckers, which beer I know is more expensive usually, but I thought $9.99 for a 12-pack was pretty high for some Mountain Dews.
For Mountain Dew.
Yeah, the craft beers can get a little pricey depending on, how much work they put into it, I guess. You get some of those barrel-aged ones, they can get up to like $30, and they'll do them in like big fancy wine bottles.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
all right, the Baja Master himself, what does he rate Baja Blasted from Turning Point Beer?
I got to give it a 4 as well.
Oh, you sucker. You set me up. You did that on purpose.
Nah, what?
Nah. Dang it. All right, so
I've had a lot of different Baja beers, but there's really only one I didn't like, and this one's pretty high up there, I think.
Well, then four kind of seems low to me for you. If you,
I got to be honest, just that really that real candy sort of aftertaste I'm getting. It's just a little it's like I was sucking on a Jolly Rancher. It's actually making me more thirsty.
which is just a sign of a good drink, I say.
That's true.
If it makes you want to drink more, might be pretty good.
Now think about that aftertaste, and let's move on to the next category, which is the mouth feel. So this is judge the physical sensation of the dew in your mouth, including the tongue and roof of your mouth. How is the aftertaste? Is there any film? Stuff like that. So
I think there's a film.
I think there's a film as well.
But that might be just alcohol. That does
is it common for beer to leave a film in your mouth when you have to take a drink?
Probably more with the sours. Actually, to be honest, any beer. I'm not a big IPA guy. I always joke that, you hear these people describing, hints of citra hops and fragrances of it tastes like dirt. It tastes like twigs and grass. I don't like IPAs. I know everybody likes them, but I don't know how they can advertise that as something delicious, but
that's funny.
I just did the sloshing, and it changed it up big time. The finish was way different. The finish was way more alcohol.
Yeah.
But there were new flavors that I hadn't tasted before.
Did you find your lemon and lime?
I thought I did for an instant, and I was like, was that it? And I couldn't find it again, but I think I might have for just a second in there.
The blue raspberry definitely takes the forefront.
When I sloshed it, I definitely got much more of the beer flavor.
Yeah.
All right. While you're thinking about that score, do you drink other Mountain Dew, or is it only Baja Blast?
I like to try them all when they come out, but it's really just Baja Blast. I've really enjoyed the last few years of Voodoo. Berry Monsoon was actually my number 2, and that was a Sam's Club exclusive.
Yeah.
I was really sad when they discontinued that. And then Whiteout was my number 3, and
everyone misses that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this about the Berry Monsoon. I did not like it.
Really?
When I first,
which is funny. That's funny to me because this reminds me a lot of it.
I did like it when we reviewed it, but when I first tried it, I was like, "Oh, this is terrible." And to be fair, Phil and I both for 12, 13 years claimed that Baja Blast was a disgrace to the Mountain Dew label, and shots fired, right?
I'm gonna just log off now.
And should be discontinued. And we couldn't believe that I was like, because we went. I swear they changed the formula from when it first came out. Because
we went and tried it together when it first came out, and we both hated it. And maybe that Taco Bell just had the mixture wrong or something. Because then we didn't try it again for several years, and then we were like, "Oh, let's try it again." And we went back to the same Taco Bell and tried it again. And still didn't like it.
I think that goes back to
when they put it in the I was walking through Walmart. I texted a picture. I said, "You're not going to believe what kind of crap they're putting in Walmart. Like, who is buying this stuff?" But now they have it in Walmart. This is what 2008, 2007. I don't know what long time ago. Yeah. So I was like, and I was a basketball coach for a long time, and when we'd stop at Taco Bell because I coached at schools, smaller schools that didn't have a whole lot of money, so that's where we could eat. The girls were like, "Coach," they knew I loved Mountain Dew. They're like, "Are you gonna get that Baja Blast?" I was like, "No, this is a disgrace to the label." And they're like, "Oh, I love it." I was like, "You need to change your taste buds because there's something wrong with them. If you like that drink is terrible."
Well, I think this goes back to what we were talking about earlier about can superiority.
Probably.
Those fountain sodas, it's hit or miss, man.
Well, for the last 2 summers, when 36 packs came out in Sam's Club, it is probably my most drink due. Most drunk, most drank.
We both
whatever the word is.
Disliked it for years. Then a couple summers ago, I was going through the Taco Bell line and got some of the little frozen drinks for my kids, and they accidentally gave us a Baja Blast one. And I was like, oh, he wanted the red one or whatever, and they gave him that one, and they're like, you want to keep that? And I was like, sure. And I took a drink, and I called Bob right away. I was like, I think we may have a problem. He's like, what? And I'm like, I just drank this frozen Baja Blast deal from Taco Bell, and it was really good. So then I didn't drink any until he came out, and we recorded the podcast reviewing Baja Blast, and
20-ounce bottles.
Yeah,
and I drank 2 drinks, and was like, I think I'm going to finish this bottle, because I was thinking it was just going to be like a sip, sip, sip. All right, we're done with it. It's not very good. Y'all don't need to drink it. We both slammed it. I mean, we were like, what?
And it's been in my top 5 ever since.
Where it should be.
I feel like we missed out on the first, 17, 18 years of Baja Blast because we got skunky Baja Blast from a bad Taco Bell. But
skunky. The Baja Blast does not have alcohol in it, folks. If you're wondering, that's right. Skunky beer, right? Isn't that where that comes from?
Yeah, but I think you can skunk a soda too.
Yeah, maybe.
Been sitting in a can for too long.
But I'll drink. Like when I go to Taco Bell, I choose to go to Taco Bell so I can get a Baja Blast now.
Yeah.
So I don't. They changed it. I know they did. It tasted like sunscreen when it first came out, y'all. And now
it's supposed to give you the sense of being at the beach.
Yeah.
Sunscreen is the ingredient.
The snozberries taste like snozberries. Let's get back to mouthfeel. Should we rate it?
Should we all do our mouthfeel scores at the same time so that they know we're not copying each other?
Copy us again.
All right.
Okay.
On 3.
Mouthfeel score on 3, 2, 1.
All right. Phil, are you all right? 3-3.
Hey, we got one difference.
There we go. Finally, they can believe that we're actually reviewing this and not just making it up.
The sour's a little weird. I don't really like the beer feel in my mouth, and I don't really like the film. So that's why I got marked down to a 2 on the mouthfeel.
I'll agree with you there on the film. It's just like, I don't know, almost like a little too syrupy.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. I knocked it down just because of that first hit that shocked me and put it on the negative side. I like when it's in my mouth, it's just like I'm drinking some applesauce.
You keep going back to that apple flavor.
That's what I get. I don't know.
So do you like thrashed apple then? Did you like thrashed apple? Because that one got discontinued too.
I do like it. I got 2.5 cases back there still.
I have about 2.5 cases as well.
Rationing that for the end of times.
Oh, I'm telling you. My wife comes up here and she's like, why do you have all this stuff? I'm like, they're all discontinued. Like you cannot get them anymore. And I lost like 72 dues this summer.
Lost them?
Yeah. 72 cans. I had multiple leaks and molding. And I was like, I'm not going to drink the ones that are near the mold and stuff. I'm like, I could wash it off. I'm like, I'm not taking this chance. I'm going to lose these, but yeah.
That's probably smart.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next category is the dewness, which is kind of the most obscure category. How dewy is it? Can you taste the dew? Or is it just, this isn't even a soda, so it's hard to.
I've already got my
score. It's going to be hard to judge on this.
Well, should we say how close is it to actual Baja Blast then?
Oh,
we could do that.
All right.
I don't know.
I think I got mine.
Score.
Yeah, I got mine. I'm ready. All right, let's let Kyle go first so that we don't influence his to make it a 6.
Okay.
When we rate it really high, Phil.
I'm going to go probably a 4 on this one, but only because I think that blue raspberry is a little too at the forefront. It's less of a tropical lime storm, a little bit more of a blue raspberry drizzle.
There you go. That's a good way to do it.
It's not bad. I don't think it's quite as Baja as it could be.
What is the sour? What does that mean?
What do you mean?
It says sour ale. Like, do they add like a souring agent, or like what does that refer to?
I believe so. The breweries that I follow all have their own sour recipes.
So it's not like a ingredient. It's
a category of ales.
I've seen it referred to as like a sour mix, a souring agent. So I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
What they do? Maybe it's just the fruit base that they use for it. I couldn't tell you, but it's delicious.
They just don't want to say skunked fruits, so they use sour fruits.
Well, I think it's pretty similar.
Fermented fruits, sour fruits is probably right. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's what wine is. Wine is fermented grapes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'm ready to give my score. As soon as Kyle gave his 4, and I'm giving it a 1.
I gave it a 2.
2.
All right.
I was going to go with a 1, and then Kyle mentioned, well, maybe we just see what it's like compared to the Baja Blast, and I was like, okay, I'll bump it up 1 because it does have a little Baja Blast to it.
Does it?
I feel like, especially on the smell, it does.
I don't have a cold Baja Blast in the fridge right there. Dang it. Oh, well.
All right. That brings us to the last category, which is the name.
Which is probably the most fun category.
It is pretty fun. I have my score for name. I don't know if we need to talk about the name more or if we give our scores and then talk.
I think the name's a little straightforward, don't you think?
It is. Yeah.
A little on the nose.
All right.
I'll give it a 5.
I gave it a 6.
You gave it a 6.
5 for me.
I think it's creative. Baja Blasted tells me what it is. It tells me hints at the alcohol part of it. I think it's a pretty creative name.
Yep. I think so too. I would like a little bit better. I don't know. I guess it does tell you lemon, lime, and blue raspberry. That's where I usually dock it down. I guess it does say that, but I guess I'm comparing it to, I want a blast, a shot of, a drizzle. Right? I mean,
something.
You want the soda with alcohol. That's what you want.
No, I don't really like, I'm not a big alcohol guy, but I just like on the taglines on Mountain Dew, they always, what is Baja Blast? With a blast of, and they use charged with, and they use, so
if it has that,
obviously this is a 6. Yeah.
So down here where it says lemon, lime, and blue raspberry,
give me
sour ale, you just want to say a blast of lemon, lime, and
a drizzle of blue raspberry.
I gotcha.
What Kyle said right before, at the beginning of this, he was like, "Oh, this is the blue raspberries at the forefront, so it should just say more of a drizzle of, or whatever he said. I think he said drizzle.
A drizzle of blue raspberry.
There we go. Yeah, that gives it an action. I understand that this isn't Mountain Dew, and that's Mountain Dew's thing, so that probably shouldn't be knocked down. But I do like the name. Super cool.
Yeah.
And we have the foremost scientific expert on all things Baja here to really break it down for us. So that was even better.
I mean, my degree got lost in the mail, but yeah, you're pretty much on point there.
Mm-hmm. So, I've got my total score out of 36 added up.
Oh, I got to do some math here.
Man, making me do math after drinking.
Right? We should have done the math first. Well, they're doing math, and I've already done mine. I'll take this time to say, go Chiefs.
I thought you were going to say, go get some Baja Boss.
Also,
Baja Boss.
Get
merch.
on his Instagram and get over there and order you some merch. I mean, I feel like you got that like in 48 hours. I don't know. I feel like you
was pretty
you
quick.
Said, hey, I ordered this, and then I got a picture of you wearing it. Like,
yeah,
the next day or so, almost. So, like, very responsive, shipped out, and you said it was a good quality shirt. So,
it is. Yeah, I wanted to. I was looking into Redbubble, so I wanted to try some of the shirts anyway. And then as soon as you posted, I was like, "Yep, I'm getting that one." So,
I did order a magnet of it just to test it out, see how they produce the stuff. I was happy with it. Turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
I got a mug too.
Really?
Yeah, I got the mug.
I feel like you should have been pouring into that tonight.
I would have loved to have been pouring it into that that grand prize they had this year with you got the crystal glass set with the pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I dumped all of my coins into that at the end, and I did not win. I wanted that robe. I wanted those glasses. I want a Baja Blast glass forever.
Well, what's Mountain Dew doing? I mean, if there's anyone that needs it,
yeah,
well,
Baja man himself.
If I won every prize, then people would get suspicious.
What was the thing we tried to win at Taco Bell that one day? And
for the
Stanley. The Stanleys and I don't know that I've seen anyone post it that they got it, and I haven't seen any like for sale. Like
I have.
You have?
Yeah. They're up on eBay.
The new one? The new one or the old one?
They're on eBay.
How much?
This one actually has Baja on it. The one you won from the sweepstakes it was just a Mountain Dew logo that was teal. There was no Baja on it. This one has the 20th Baja logo on it. But yeah, I'm seeing them going for like $200 a pop.
That was
Did they ever figure out if actual people got them or if they were all Taco Bell employees that got them?
I'm sure. Apparently, dealing in Stanleys is a very big thing.
Yeah.
Like people go out to Target and buy them all up. They go online and buy them all up.
It couldn't have been the employees because it did not go to Taco Bell.
What do you mean?
No?
I mean, unless they were at the Taco Bell headquarters, those weren't coming from you didn't go to a store to get those.
Oh, no. I heard there were rumors that that there was like a link that it redirected to once it went live, and that the Taco Bell employees had that link beforehand, and they went and bought them all, so that when everybody else went there,
really?
I don't know. It was also weird. I wish it would have just said like, "Oh, too bad you missed out. There's 0 left," but instead you just got like a page not found error, and then it was just like, "Well, did I do something wrong? Like, what's going on?" So
I actually got both those messages. That's how much I was refreshing the page.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that was a bummer. That was a Baja bummer.
It was.
All right, I said I was going to show everyone.
That's pretty awesome.
This is pretty cool.
They repurposed craft beer can holders.
Yeah, so I have not obviously seen these before. You might be able to, if you have one of them 3D printers, you might be able to make one of these. But
or make a nice click.
Yeah, they snap in there really well. And this is what they came with. And if you can see this little middle thing, that is what I was holding it up. It's like a little finger hold. You can't really tell.
I think everybody who drinks watching this is going like, wow, they really don't drink.
No, at all. But I am keeping this thing because it is like I just showed you.
Because it turns 4 cans into a Lego.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, if you want more of those, I've got a ton that I've been meaning to recycle. I can send
It just snaps in there and like it's sturdy, like it's not letting go of them. Like
Do you think
cool.
if they had one for 12 with a bigger handle, that it would be sturdy like that?
Well, if they made a bigger handle, then yeah, it would be sturdier. But I don't know that I would want to do that. This is a perfect, right?
That is perfect.
This is a perfect. The family and I are going for a walk, and I'm going to be thirsty while we're walking, so I'm going to bring me 4 dews.
Right, or you got a little lunchbox cooler that's a good size to fit in there, and
yeah,
that's right.
Heck yes.
All right, I got my math totaled up. If you guys,
yes, I'm ready.
I think it comes to a 24 out of 36.
Pretty good score.
That's a pretty good score.
22 for me.
And mine was 23.
There you go. So we pretty similar in scores.
Yeah.
Now we do realize that the most important one is the taste and smell. And probably should be weighted a little bit more. But this is the way we created it. And like our theme song says, we got a very confusing way to rate these things. So we're going to keep doing it.
Yeah. For sure.
What do you guys think? You gonna branch out and try more Baja beers if they come out?
I'm probably like not going to be spending a lot of time looking for it, but if you send me a message and be like, "Hey, there's another one over here,"
yeah,
I'll probably try it again. Or if I run across it, I'm not. Let me see. Yeah, if I see it and I'm like, "Oh, hey, I need to get that and send one to Phil or whatever." Yes, we will. But
yes, we'll definitely taste more if we find more. So,
so now I still have 1 can, folks.
Me too, actually.
Same.
Are you gonna pound it?
Slam it.
Slam that whole can, Bob.
I was gonna say we should do a giveaway, but no, like not with alcohol. We can't do that.
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna when someone comes trick or treating, I'll ask one of the parents, "Hey, do you guys like sours, beers, ales?"
I have some friends who really enjoy beer and they love tasting new beers, so I'm going to give my other can to them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I should probably find someone like that too.
They're actually Steelers fans. If they're from Pittsburgh, so yeah.
Oh, didn't the Steelers play the Broncos this year?
They did. That was a little bit forgettable.
Yeah,
for you.
Well, it was not that impressive for either team. So. All right. Well, do we have any more questions for Baja Boss Kyle?
I think get in the comments, click on the links, go subscribe to his channels, his YouTubes, his Instagrams, Twitters, Facebooks, whatever all he's got. What all do you have? Did you already go over that and I wasn't paying attention?
Mostly Instagram
and Twitter.
A little bit on Twitter.
You don't do Facebook?
No, I'm not on Facebook. I cut ties with that monster years ago.
Oh, what's that other one that's big? TikTok.
TikTok I only got recently because Mountain Dew tagged me in those posts. So I am on there, but I don't.
Was that a TikTok post that you showed us?
It was on Instagram,
probably,
and TikTok.
Yeah, they put it on TikTok too. So I went ahead and made one and went over there and gave them a like.
Were you able to get your same what name?
No, someone else claimed Baja Boss Kyle, so I'm on there as the real Baja Boss Kyle.
What a poser.
They probably saw my page and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal that from him."
Yeah, that guy. He's not.
They probably want you to reach out to him and try to buy it from him.
He's probably not even named Kyle.
Right.
Yeah, he's probably not even a boss.
Right.
It's a junior assistant manager, Carl.
Yeah. And he probably says Baja.
Right.
Probably does say Baja. A buddy of mine actually says Baja every time he sees me. He's like, "What's up, Baja boss?"
We're just playing.
That's all right.
But for real. Give the guy his name back. Come on. Who does that? Well, I don't know. The only thing we got left to do is for you to slam it, Phil. I'm not slamming it. Because maybe Kyle, how much you got left?
Mine's gone.
He slammed.
I could probably slam this much.
Come on, go.
All right, no, we got to do our close, right?
All right.
Are we done? Kyle, do you have anything else you want to add? How I can reach out to you
or do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, do you have a website?
I don't have a website. Just the Instagram mostly is the one I'm most active on. The only thing I really gotta say is appreciate you two having me on here.
We're glad we
fun
could
evening.
Finally get it lined out together. My bad. I apologize.
Thank you for joining us. It has been a lot of fun. So.
Yeah.
Feel free to have me on anytime. Maybe next summer when they drop next year's limited time flavors.
There we go.
Yeah.
The new Baja.
That'd be fun. Right.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, all right. That just sparked a question. What is your favorite of the Bajas that's not the Baja Blast?
Of all of them, or do you just the two that came out this year?
Of all of them.
Oh man. That's a tough one. I really liked Baja Flash, the Pina Colada one. I know a lot of people didn't like the coconut, but I really liked that one. But man, I'm gonna have to go with Deep Dive. Deep Dive was just
okay.
I know that might be a little unfair. I'll say Flash just because not everyone got to try.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking along the lines of Deep Dive, but that is a really good answer.
We'll go with Flash. Let's stick with Flash. Final answer.
Okay.
Phil,
awesome.
What's yours? I'm kind of partial to Laguna Lemonade right now.
Man, I had a Laguna Lemonade today, actually.
It wasn't a favorite of a lot of people. They were kind of like, but
I had a Laguna Lemonade today, and like about 2 drinks in, I was like, man, that is so good. But I do love the pineapple ones as well. So, and that the Flash one, like when I first drank the Flash, my first thought was, oh, that's a little bit too sunscreen to me. But then I came back to it a couple days later, and I was like, I got to get more of that. And I still have some over there, and it's hard not to drink them every time I walk by and see them. So,
I thought that one was very thirst quenching, especially on a hot summer day.
Yes, for sure. Man, maybe I'll go Flash as well. I do often take some pina colada mix and mix it with Baja Blast.
Ooh.
Like I call it a Baja Colada. It's actually really good.
And I was like, let's end this show. I got to go.
I used to put Captain Morgan's Parrot Bay pineapple rum in my Baja Blast, and I would call it a Parrot Blaster.
Nice. Yeah, mine's kind of the non-alcoholic version of that, I guess. It's
nice.
Yeah. What about you, Bob?
One time, Phil and I did a blindfolded Baja taste test. That's all I got. It was a pretty fun episode because we thought it was going to be really easy. And
we reviewed 2 years worth of Baja flavors.
Oh,
because we had 4 total.
And then we also threw in Maui Burst, right?
Maui Burst. And then, so we reviewed those. And then the next day, we're like, okay, we still know what those taste like. So then we're like, let's do a blind taste test and see if we can. So we were blindfolded, and it was so hard.
I was going to say, I did the blind taste test with Baja Gold and Maui Burst, and I couldn't tell a difference. And
well, we couldn't even. I missed Mango Gem,
right,
with one of the pineapple flavors. That's how similar they were. Like, Which one? Did you miss Mango Jim too? I don't know. I'm going to go back and watch it.
I don't know. I think I got Mango Jim, but I missed everything else.
It's where you post the highlight reel.
Right? Yeah,
right.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
We need an editor. You got an editor for us?
I don't.
Dang it.
Well, if y'all are interested, it's on our YouTube channel, so you can dig around in our old videos and find the blind taste test.
Oh, I did. I need to add it. I think I created a Baja
playlist. I think you're right. There is a Baja playlist. It's probably in there.
I need to go find that one and put it in there if it's not
Is
already.
it just Jimmy Buffett and Beach Boys?
No. It's on our YouTube channel. So it's just all of our.
So it's just us reviewing all the Baja flavors.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a soundtrack.
No. Phil does have he's a big time Spotify guy. He gets a lot of artists reaching out to him to please put it on his channel and so that they can get found and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy.
I have a huge playlist that has a whole bunch of followers, so people reach out to me and ask me to add their music onto there. But I also haven't used Spotify in several years, and people still reach out to me. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
You're a popular guy.
Super.
Kind of. Not really. People listen to the music I listen to, I guess.
You're loving those can holders.
Oh, dude, it's so cool.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you. I have a sixer. Give me your address. I'll mail you that one.
Oh shoot! Okay, all right, deal.
Wait till after. Don't give your address right now.
Yeah, don't do it here.
Oh, good thinking.
All right, we good to wrap this one up now?
I'm ready. Are you
I'm
ready?
Phil.
I'm Bob.
And we are
the Mountain Duo. Slam it!
Atta boy.
Got it.
That's good.
That was
all right.
Good.
Well, thank you again, Kyle. That was really fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
How do we put his stuff up there again?
And
put his stuff up there.
Put the one last time.
I don't know where
that's
that
how you
is.
find him.
Yeah. Go find him. Get on there. Go buy his merch. Subscribe to all his stuff. Follow him, like him, friend him, whatever it is. Get it done. Blow his channel up. Let's go.
All right. I got one more thing.
What's that?
Play that theme song.
Mountain Duo. They'll figure out which dudes are overrated and rave about the flavors that they love. With a ranking scale that's way too complicated. It's Mountain Dew they're connoisseurs of. They'll compare different flavors of Mountain Dew. Make OGs and newbies go toe to toe. They'll tell stories about their crew and share the scores with you. They're Bob and Phil, and they are the Mountain